elution plans, and therefore ensure that all sellers account for all the gold, and the gold is passing through formal channels. And we want to account for the gold that is going through all these facilities. At this juncture, Honorable Minister, I wish to call on members of the mobilization team who are here. I know not all of them are here, but I think because we are sending them off, I want to humbly request that they stand up so that we see them. Next time we'll be questioning them what they've been doing in the provinces. So colleagues, members of the mobilization team, I request we stand up so that we all see you. So we have quite a large team, Honorable Minister, and they will be joined with colleagues in the provinces, and our PMGs will also be playing some role when the teams visit the provinces. I thank you, colleagues, members of the media. You see our colleagues who are going to the ground. Thank you very much. I give them a pam. Thank you. You may be seated. So, colleagues of the team, as you embark on your deployments to the provinces today, you become vital ambassadors for our shared vision. You need to try to uphold the principles of the NDS 1. Your efforts will contribute significantly to our collective goal of achieving an upper middle income economy by 2030, if not 2028. I trust you will prioritize your safety throughout the exercise and return with successful results for us to share back with the stakeholders who are gathered to witness you going to the province. I thank you very much and welcome you once again to this send-off. Thank you. Thank you very much, colleagues. Now, as the Secretary for Mines and Mining Development, it gives me pleasure to introduce our guest of honor, who is none other than the Honorable Minister of Mines and Mining Development, Honorable Winston Chitando. The Minister, colleagues, has come back to join us in the sector, and I wish that we welcome him as we welcome him to give his remarks to this send-off. Maybe we put a clap down for you. Thank you very much. You may be seated.
Thank you very much, Permanent Secretary, Mr. Naka. I wish to acknowledge the Honorable Deputy Minister of Mines and Mining Development, Honorable Kambamuna, and the Permanent Secretary, our Director of Ceremonies, Mr. Tawa. All protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I think Naka, muna speech. Ya nyura iminanzi nore zakafana saka I can't repetition of what they said. Saka this speech yakacho vachato ngitu zangu fana as his name on a serious note, we have over the last few years managed to record increased deliveries to fidelity in gold. And this is on the back of a number of factors, which include expansion and of the medium to large scale mines, but also include the activities and efforts of the Gold Mobilization Committee. The Gold Mobilization Committee over the last few years has played a very key role to ensure that there are increased deliveries to the sector. The first 4 months of this year have witnessed a situation whereby, if we compare with the same period last year, the deliveries from the medium to large scale mines has gone up, and the deliveries from the artisanal and small scale miners has decreased. We really need to sort of get to the bottom of it, say what is happening. As you visit the various production sites, suffice to say, and I'm sure you'll be doing it, we need to see the trends. Why is there a decrease on the sites which you are visiting? And I think what is important is that one of the priorities for the ministry is to see a significant increase in gold production. Like the Permanent Secretary said, we have a new currency, ZiG. And this currency is anchored on gold production. It is therefore important that we collectively put our heads together to determine ways in which we can achieve increased gold production from both artisanal and small-scale miners, as well as the medium to large-scale miners. Absolutely very important. Yes, there are interventions which government has been taking, apart from the gold mobilization. And the gold mobilization is centered to a large extent. It's anchored on mobilizing the gold production and also anchored on compliance. But there are a number of initiatives which government has been taking to try and facilitate an increase in production, which include the mining industry loan fund and the issuance of new titles and the facilitation of investments into the sector. And certainly, I can assure you that government will intensify these efforts to try and ensure that there is increased production. And the gold mobilization, the work should be to ensure that that production comes through from our channels. There is also another initiative which government has been taking, which is on the establishment of gold centers. A few gold centers have been established. Some are ready for commissioning, and some will be commissioned by the end of December. And once again, government notes the positive effects of gold centers. And once again, it's an area which government will intensify efforts in the deployment of gold centers. As we move around, it is also important, especially colleagues, all the colleagues, to ensure that whatever mining is taking place in compliance with the regulations, which includes, but not limited to, environment. The environmental degradation which is taking place in some areas is totally unacceptable, and we cannot have mining have such a negative impact on our environment. The laws are there, the regulations are there, and what is important is enforcement. The laws are there, the regulations are there in terms of the requirements for all miners to channel their production through the formal channels. So again, it's a matter of enforcement, and that's one of the issues which we are going to do. You are aware that His Excellency launched the Responsible Mining Initiative, which is an initiative aimed to say, yes, we want deliveries responsible in terms of the employment practices responsible in terms of the environmental management, responsible in terms of the management of stakeholders. It is absolutely important that this all-inclusive approach of responsible mining, as we grow our mining industry in general and the gold sector in particular, that we, as we move around, we ensure that we are aware of the ethos of the Responsible Mining Initiative, which we outlined by His Excellency, the President. We need to grow our mining industry, we need to grow our gold sector, but we need to do so in a responsible manner to ensure that those who produce, they adhere to the principles of the Responsible Mining Initiative. So colleagues, I wish you fruitful interventions as you move around all the mining provinces to mobilize and ensure that all the gold is channeled towards the correct, the correct procedures, so that we grow our economy and we keep on track towards an upper middle income economy. I thank you. Wish you safe travels and safe interventions. I thank you.